Good morning, student. Useful and harmful microorganism. In last period, study about different useful microorganism. Those microorganism found in nature. Different microorganism, bacteria, different viruses, different types of fungi, different types of yeast. Now these are known as microorganisms. These microorganisms are useful to human being, not only human being, but also various plant, various animals. Now useful microorganism, for example, in case of lactobacillus bacteria, these bacteria are useful to human being. Production of various milk product by bacteria, lactobacillus bacteria, that is known as useful microorganism. Lactobacillus is a useful microorganism, bacteria. Rhizobium is useful to the plant. Lactobacillus is useful to human being. Rhizobium useful to the plant. Fixation of nitrogen and convert into various fertilizers. And these fertilizers are useful to the growth of plant. That it carries out by rhizobium bacteria. Now these bacteria are useful to the plant. These bacteria are useful to human being. Now these are known as microorganisms. Yeast is useful to human being. These are known as different microorganisms. Now these microorganisms are useful to living organism, other organism. That is known as useful microorganism. And lastly, harmful microorganism. Now these microorganisms are also harmful to the other living organism. Those microorganisms occurs in environment. Now these microorganisms, some of the microorganisms are useful to other living organisms, and some of the microorganisms are harmful to the other living organism. Now study about the harmful microorganism. Now these harmful microorganisms are also present in nature. Different bacteria are present in nature, in environment. Different viruses are also present in nature, in environment. Different fungi are also present in nature, in environment. Different protozoas are also present in nature, in environment. And by that microorganism, by bacteria, by viruses, by fungi, by various protozoa, causes various diseases to the other living organism. Now these microorganisms are known as pathogens. These pathogens are known as harmful microorganisms. Those microorganisms causes various diseases to the other living organism. Now these microorganisms are known as pathogen. When these microorganisms, these pathogen, harmful microorganism enters in a body of other living organism by various ways, by atmosphere, by nature, by food material, by water, by air. These are known as various ways. And by that way, entry of this pathogen, entry of this harmful microorganism in other living organism. And when this harmful microorganism enters into the body of other living organism, it causes various diseases to the other living organism, damages the various organs in the body. And when damages of various organs in the body, now the living organism leads to various diseases by various microorganisms. That is known as harmful microorganisms. Fungi, bacteria, viruses, protozoa, these are known as harmful microorganisms. Now, for example, in case of different types of fungus, we know that these fungus are growing in moist places, moist region. During rainy season, during winter, more moisture present in atmosphere, more moisture in environment, and that's why more fungus are growing in that region, in moist places, in summer region, in rainy region, and that's why now these food material gets spoiled. These articles get spoiled by various fungus. For example, in case of leather articles, different types of leather articles, leather bag, leather belt, leather shoes, these are known as different articles of leather. Different articles of wood, gunny bags, these are known as different articles. Now these articles get spoiled by various growing of various fungus. When this fungus enters into that articles, now it gets spoiled. Damages of that articles, it gets spoiled of that articles. And in a rainy season, in a summer, in winter, in rainy season, more moistures are present, and that's why reproduction of that fungus carried out in that places, in moist places, on that articles, on that material, and that's why decomposition of that material carried out by that fungus, and that's why these articles, these wooden articles, leather articles do not useful to human beings. That is a harmful microorganism, fungus. Then second harmful microorganism present in nature, that is known as bacteria. We know that there are different types of bacteria are also present in nature, and entry of this microorganism, bacteria, in human being by atmosphere, by soil, by air, by water, by food material, and by that bacteria, the harmful bacteria, that is known as Clostridium. When this Clostridium bacteria present in food material, now poisonous substances released in that food material. And for example, in case of mycotoxin, it is a enterotoxin. These are known as poisonous chemical. When this poisonous chemical secreted in food material, now this food material gets spoiled by different types of bacteria. For example, Clostridium, it is a harmful bacteria, and this harmful bacteria release poisonous substance in food material, and this food material gets spoiled. That is a harmful bacteria, harmful viruses, harmful protozoa. When these fungus are present in a different food material, for example, in case of pickles, in case of jams, whitish powders are present, occurs in a various pickle. Blackish powders are observed on various pickles, jams, due to the presence of fungus on that pickles and jams, and that's why it is a harmful to the human being. If you eat such type of food material, if you eat the poisonous food substances, we are suffering some diseases. We are suffering from vomiting, diarrhea. These are known as most important diseases when we are consuming such type of poisonous food material. That's why these microorganisms are known as harmful microorganisms. There are different types of fungi, there are different types of bacteria, there are different types of viruses, there are different types of protozoa, and by that viruses, by that protozoa, by that bacteria, by that fungus, now different living organism causes various diseases. Viruses are very small than bacteria, protozoa and fungus, very small in size, and by that viruses also persons are lead to various diseases. Animals are also lead to various diseases. Plants are also suffering from various diseases. Student, we draw the chart from in our books. So, there are different types of bacteria which diseases causes by that bacteria, by that harmful microorganism, how to spreading of that diseases, and there are different symptoms of that diseases and how to cure of that diseases. Please draw the chart of that harmful microorganism. Their diseases, their microorganisms, symptoms, and prevent measure of that disease. Thank you.